From groundbreaking mechanics to new stealth and combat innovations, there's a lot to unpack. We are talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows. If you thought you knew what to expect from Ubisoft's next big title, think again. Because from dynamic seasons that change the world around you to brand new ways of tracking targets, Assassin's Creed Shadows is doing things differently. And trust me, some of these changes will leave you speechless. So buckle up because this is going to be one hell of a ride. So first, let's talk about its world. Have you ever played an Assassin's Creed game and wished the world reacted more to your actions? Shadows is taking this to the next level. The game features a fully dynamic season system, meaning that as time passes, the environment changes. Roads get muddy in the rain, lakes freeze over in winter, and NPCs change their daily routines based on the weather. And here's the wild part, seasons aren't just cosmetic, they actually affect gameplay. Imagine using frozen lakes as a shortcut in winter, or needing to adjust your stealth approach when trees lose their leaves in autumn. This is a level of immersion we've never seen before in the franchise. And what is an Assassin's Creed game without stealth system? Think you're good at stealth? Because Assassin's Creed Shadows might put that to the test. Ubisoft is ditching the overpowered eagle vision from past games and replacing it with a scouting system. Now, you'll need to send out scouts to gather intel on enemy locations, rather than just pressing a button and seeing them through walls. Oh, and did I mention that enemies actually remember you now? If you get spotted in a town, the guards won't just forget about you 5 minutes later. Instead, you'll gain a wanted level, meaning patrols will actively search for you, even across different regions. If you've ever wanted Assassin's Creed to feel more like a true stealth challenge, this is it. And the feature that I like the most that is 2 playable characters. Sure, playing as multiple characters isn't new in Assassin's Creed, but Shadows is shaking things up. This time, we get to control Nawe, a stealth-focused shinobi, and Yasuke, a brute force samurai. The catch? Some missions are character exclusive, meaning your approach will drastically change depending on who you're using. For example, Nawe can use a grappling hook to scale buildings effortlessly, while Yasuke has to take the long way around, sometimes through a horde of enemies. This dual character system isn't just for show. It forces you to think differently about how you play. Now let's talk about the viewpoint, which is very important for Assassin's Creed game. If you've played an Assassin's Creed game before, you know the drill. Climb a tower, sync up, and instantly reveal all points of interest. Well, not anymore. Shadows is making you work for your intel. Now, when you reach a high point, you have to manually scan the world in 360 degrees and mark key locations yourself. That's right, no more instantly filling your map with icons. If you want to find hidden quests, treasures, or enemy bases, you'll actually have to look for them yourself. It's a small change, but it makes the world feel way more organic and immersive. Now let's talk about one of my favorite parts of this game, horses. Think horses are just a way to get from point A to point B? Think again. In Shadows, mounts have customizable gear and stats. You can upgrade saddles, armor, and even different breeds of horses to get unique advantages. And here's where it gets really cool. The Pathfinder system now lets your horse navigate the world on its own. Instead of blindly following roads, your horse will find the fastest route, whether that means climbing a hill or cutting through the woods. It's a small detail that makes a huge difference in how you explore the world. Now, enough about the horses, let's talk about the contracts. Remember the classic assassin contracts from older games? They're making a return, but with a huge twist. Instead of just getting a waypoint to your target, you now have multiple ways to gather intel. You can send scouts, bribe informants, or even disguise yourself to get close. Some targets change locations over time, meaning you have to actually track them down instead of just running to a pre-marked spot. It's a game changer for fans of true assassination gameplay. And if we talk about Assassin's Creed gameplay, we must talk about smuggling and settlement upgrades. Ubisoft is taking a page from Valhalla's settlement system, but making it feel way more impactful. Instead of just raiding for supplies, you'll need to infiltrate enemy bases and mark valuable loot for your scouts to smuggle out. The kicker? Those scouts will be unavailable for a period of time until they return with the goods. And if you don't want to wait, you can pay in-game money to speed up the process. It's a clever way to make your choices feel more meaningful without forcing you into unnecessary grinding. So far, everything looks good, right? Well, guess what? No more eagles. Yes, you heard it right. For the first time in ages, there's no eagle companion in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Instead, you'll rely on your own eyes, scouts, and high points to track down enemies and missions. This might sound like a small change, but it fundamentally alters how you approach every mission. No more flying overhead to mark enemies. Now, you actually have to sneak in and do it yourself. It's a bold move, but one that hardcore stealth fans will love. But personally, I didn't like this change. Do you think this thing was right? Let me know about your thoughts in the comment section. So there you have it. Assassin's Creed Shadows is shaping up to be one of the most ambitious entries in the series. Between the dynamic world, hardcore stealth mechanics, and fresh gameplay features, this could be the most immersive Assassin's Creed game yet. What do you think about these changes? Are you excited for Shadows? Or are you skeptical about the new direction? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, you can watch this videos, which is popping up in your screen. No need for Scout to see it, right? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Game on!